Welcome to the channel. I am the Pink Flamingo. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. If you are a brand new subscriber or a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I want to say this, you all. I know many of you probably realized I wasn't posting, and I did leave on my community tab that unfortunately, I had a death in my family, and I had to take the time off, guys, to kind of go through the grieving process and support my family with this new journey and the transition, of course. So, thank you all for not hitting unsubscribe and kind of waiting it out to see if I would return. But you guys, I'm very much so dedicated to this, and I will not walk away from YouTube. Not at this moment, okay? So if you guys don't see me pop up after 3 weeks, you got my permission to do a wellness check because, honey, it's a little too long for me not to be back. So we are going to get right into it, guys. And we're going to talk about a recent prediction from a very popular psychic on YouTube by the name of Sloan Bella. Now, personally, I like Sloan. She's got a great personality, and I like the energy of she simply does not care what people have to say about her, and you got to live life that way. So, and she's very talented in terms of the fact that she recently was able to predict the entire situation around P. Diddy and when it would take place and what would be going on. So I feel that she got a little bit of new popularity from that P. Diddy prediction. But of course, Sloan Bella has been a psychic for a long time and she's been doing her thing. So, she's made her prediction. And once again, the internet streets are on fire. And her prediction more so was that something has happened to Catherine and that she has been altered in some way, right? Now, I'll say this, you all. I do agree with Sloan. Now, I don't know exactly what was stated in her video in terms of her prediction. I'm only picking up the tidbits here and there on Mirage Channel and the overall prediction from bloggers who are just stating that she believes that Catherine, let's just say, the lights are on upstairs, but no one is home. So this is what she is saying about Catherine. Now, if many of you have been watching my channel, you realize that that prediction is probably not too far off from what we've been saying on this channel. And we're going to go into a few past readings and clips to see what was said in the past. And we are going to be pulling some new cards on Catherine's situation. So we're going to take a look at the reading that I posted not too long ago in the Trooping the Colors video, where I was talking about the Secret Service and how we predicted that there would be some meeting between the MI6 and William. So I'm going to share this clip with you all. It is a couple minutes long, but if you all can take some time just to watch it, because the next few readings that we will be doing in the future kind of pulls everything together. And in order for us to really have an understanding of what it is that we're reading, we don't just want to gather new evidence, but you also want to gather past evidence, do your comparisons, and see what still makes sense, right? So we're going to look right at that clip right now. So take a look at the clip from Prince William, Harry, My Brother's Keeper. And this reading was done April 14th, 2024. Now, I got top secret. I don't know what this means right now currently, but as you guys know, classified. So I wonder if somehow or someone who's federal has been reaching out to Harry about information about William. Maybe we don't know this. Maybe there's people who are taking Catherine's disappearance a little more serious than we know. Okay? Because in my last Oracle pull, when I did the nannies pull, I got the timeline coming up with the secret trip. I got the mind control, guys. So, and I've always thought of this, right? I always thought to myself, is there a possibility that this man has Catherine locked away so he could do some MLK to her? And when she comes back, we won't really know Catherine the way we used to know her? Because, guys, I'll give you guys a little brief background if you think about it. Now, for the people who know who Jamie Foxx is, you know about his story. And when I thought of Catherine, Spirit gave me Jamie Foxx in my mind. Okay? Now, if you know about Jamie Foxx's story, they had said he gotten sick on the set of a movie he was filming. Then he went into a hospital, you know, and then people were saying stuff like he was in a coma. Catherine was in a coma. Jamie was in a coma. And then people were saying, no, he's not in a coma. Then we had one side of the world, you know, one side of Jamie's world saying, oh, no, he's fine. Then we had the other side saying, please pray for him. He is on dying. There were just so many conflicted stories around the Jamie Foxx situation. But Jamie Foxx was the same man who was going to expose P. Diddy before all this fiasco happened. Okay? So what I believe happened to Jamie is the society got him. Right? And I also believe that something kind of happened to Jamie. Because I believe we got Jamie Foxx back. But I don't believe it's the Jamie Foxx we know. And a lot of people who know Jamie don't really get the essence of Jamie off of him. It's like it's Jamie in the flesh, but it's not Jamie. And guys, unfortunately, they do have ways of kind of keeping you under and putting you under hypnosis. So if Catherine does come back, and this is what Harry's thinking, because like we pulled in the last oracle, they're evil, they're dark society, like the celebrity. That was what was found in my last pull. So Harry is aware of the mind control stuff. He knows about it. Okay? And he's wondering right now if this is the route that William is going to take with his wife. So if Catherine comes back, guys, and she doesn't do too much talking, and she looks like a shell of her former self, Harry told you about the mind control. So we're back, guys. So did you notice that in that particular reading, I was speaking about Jamie Foxx? Now, the Jamie Foxx thing was an odd comparison for me to even make. And the reason why I kind of got the Jamie Foxx energy is from what you guys know, I was doing the oracle drop and this particular card kept coming out, the celebrity. And I was saying to you all, like, what is the celebrity? Like, does Carol want to be a celebrity? Does she feel like a celebrity now that everyone is trying to figure out where Catherine is? And intuitively one day it just came to me, Jamie Foxx. I just started making the comparison and I said, yes, this is what Spirit was referencing, Jamie Foxx. Now, if you look into the Jamie Foxx story, there's a lot of odd comparisons between Catherine and Jamie Foxx, including the odd disappearance, people somewhat demanding to see proof of life, and then Jamie reappearing and people not still feeling comfortable with the idea this was really Jamie. Now, in that reading, you all, we had the card of mind control, right? So we had the prediction of the top secret, and the top secret meeting did occur. William did have a meeting with some classified top secret people. So we know Harry's prediction was really coming through in terms of so far what we're seeing, which was the past meeting that just occurred. Now, in that particular reading, I also collected the energy of the mind control from Harry. This was one of the things I would say he was fearful of. He was fearful that this was something that William was plotting to do to Catherine, or he felt it was going to be done to Catherine at some point. So this was what was coming out of Harry's energy. So as you guys see, that reading supported very similar to what it was or what it is that Sloan Bella is saying, which is Catherine with us? Or has this taken into effect? Is there mind control at play right now? Now, I know some people might say, she's come back, her features look different, so there's no way. Now, what I'll say to that is this. I did recently do a reading with you all where I stated that, I do believe some type of physical, I'm trying to find the right words. We are on YouTube, but I do believe some kind of physical interaction took place. I do believe that is how Catherine ended up in that ambulance. I don't think that we were crazy when most of us kind of connected that ambulance to the Sandringham estate leaving. I think something occurred. And I pick up the energy that Catherine very well was aware that something bad would happen to her. And I would not be surprised if at that moment she fought like hell to avoid what it is that they wanted to do to her. And in turn, damage of such was done to her face and that it was reconstructed. Because to me, it's definitely giving facelift, like something was pulled back. I'm definitely seeing tweaking of the nose. And for people who say you don't really need 6 months to do plastic surgery, well, maybe they're not really familiar with plastic surgery, but rhinoplasty, which is a nose job, actually takes a full year to recover. And most people actually do not see their final results from a nose job until after a year. So you really much so do need all that time and recovery for reconstruction. Okay. And plastic surgeons don't necessarily do all the work at once, right? They may give you a facelift, then you might have to recover from that, then go back in for the nose job. Sometimes they like to break down surgical procedures into increments. That is something a surgeon can decide to do, even for your well-being in terms of healing, right? It might not be good to pull back skin that's not healed. You might not know where everything falls, right? So just an idea of why we could possibly be seeing features that are different. Was Catherine aware of something? And we are still somewhat looking at the Darren Brown situation. What the heck was that about? What was the note about? Why is someone like him, someone that's connected to that mind control world, mind reader, why was he the one to say, oh, the help? Now, I know what people are saying, it's a poor joke, but was it really a joke? Did he shake Catherine's hand? Was he able to connect with her on a mind level and know something was off? Was it a poor joke, or was it a warning to the public or a warning to the elites that something had happened to Catherine? Now, we're going to get into another prediction, which is Camilla, the recent one I just posted, which was the Sandringham estate. Now, when I did Camilla's reading, there were a few interesting cards that came out, and I want to share those cards with you all. And this reading was done June 11th, and this was before the Trooping of Colors. And this reading is basically Camilla, Queen Camilla, Kate Middleton's crown is worn by another. All right, so just a couple minutes, you guys. Just take a look at this clip, and we will be right back. Catherine's marriage? Like, what's the agenda? And the last card is isolation. So I don't know if Catherine now is in isolation. And because I have the abusive card, and then I have the isolation coming up between Queen Camilla and Catherine's energy. As if this is where they're at right now, where it's almost like you were arrogant, you were full of yourself. Now I know I'm worth something. You have this jealous energy because you continuously try to push this love affair on my husband, or you push this agenda of them being together. He likes the idea because it gives him that second chance energy where he feels he can start over again. I've endured this because this is the kind of man he is. And I'm getting the isolation. So their whole entire situation now has everything to do with William. But I am looking at the isolation card and wondering if it's coming up because Catherine has left or Catherine somehow is in isolation. I got drug and poison coming back. I've had this card in the past. So there was some kind of drug use or poison. Something going on at the Sangram estate. Now, hopefully Catherine wasn't in this situation. And guess what I got again, guys? The mind control. It is back. I keep getting a lot of the same cards. And for those who are new to my channel, you can probably go back and watch some of my other videos. But when I do use this deck, I end up getting a lot of the same cards. And there are tons of cards here. So, and I keep getting the same ones over and over. So we got the mind control, something altered of the mind, possibly spirit giving us the energy, possibly coma, mind, something. I don't know if energy, if Catherine took any substances or was giving any substances that she didn't know about, somewhat of an OD or maybe something odd like that, put her in a state like this. Not sure. Something altering of the mind. Or possibly someone altering her mind. So if you guys watch that clip, you will notice the isolation card, the drug and poison, and the mind control card came out. Now, what I found very odd about that particular card was this card came up before the isolation card. Now, you might say, what does isolation really have to do? And I'm trying to make sure you guys see it. So the lighting's a little off, but you can see isolation just on the top here, you all. So you might be wondering, what does isolation have to do with this particular situation, right? We also had this card come up in Camilla's energy, which was the drugs and the poison card. And we had the mind control, of course, right? So Camilla was given the mind control energy along with the drug and poison card and the isolation card. And this being a bit of that energy of the psychopath and the abusive. Now, I looked on Wikipedia as of recently because me, myself, I'm not familiar with MK Ultra and how it works. So I decided to do some research to figure out how all of these cards come in. How do they fit in? And I realized that this is a process that they undergo to put people under MK Ultra. So I'm going to share a Wikipedia clip with you guys here. It says MK Ultra has used numerous methods to manipulate its subjects' mental state and brain functions, such as high dosage of psychoactive drugs and chemicals. And this is done without the subject's consent. As well as you guys can see on the bottom there, there's isolation, verbal abuse, and torture. So, and guys, this is all alleged, and this is for entertainment purposes only, as well as educational purposes, okay? But this is what they are stating is done in terms of how they get people under mind control. These are methods, right? So as you guys see, isolation, the isolation there, the abuse. We have the drugs and poison card, which is the psychoactive drugs and chemicals that are used. And the final outcome, which is the mind control. So in Camilla's reading, she gave me all the cards necessary, including the process that you undergo for MK Ultra. But what I did find very interesting is that if you guys flash back to King Charles's portrait, which Camilla was completely excited about, do you guys remember that portrait having a butterfly? A butterfly that sat right above King Charles's shoulder, I believe. And for the people who know about MK Ultra, you know that the butterfly is actually a representation of MK Ultra. So whether or not it ties in together or not, it is definitely something to look into as to what that deep symbolizing of that butterfly really meant. Like, what does it mean? Why did you have a butterfly over your shoulder? More than likely, you all, Catherine has been referencing her husband to me, spirit wise, and everyone's energy has been referencing William to be this kind of a man. So if Catherine did not want to go with that program, you all, there is a possibility that this woman fought to escape, I don't know, put up a great fight is all I can say. But the woman that we are seeing before us, I will have to agree with Miss Sloan that there is a high probability that that woman is not, she's not home, you guys. The lights are on, but she is not home. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards just to finish this off, just to see the overall energy of what we got here now when it comes to Catherine and this mind control situation. I know some people might feel like it's a clone, and you know, I'm not really here to sway anyone. I think that regardless of whether she is altered at mind or at body, it is concerning that the royal family is playing these types of games, and that once again they're able to do this and pull one over on the public, right? So either way, whether you look at it as it's a clone or it's mind control, for me, it's a woman who is altered. It is a woman who is now subjected to the monarchy and their rules. So either way, there's no win on how we look at this. This stuff needs to come to an end as far as I'm concerned. It's sad to see that her mother-in-law had the same fate, and now Catherine is also going through this. Many people could tell there is something off about her. Body language, everything. And she is somewhat behaving very giddy, like a child that is having a new experience at everything, which is weird, right? So I'm going to have to say yes, mind control. But I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to see the energy around this mind control and what Spirit will tell me in terms of what's going on with the royal family in this. All right, Spirit, give me a few cards for Catherine and this mind control energy. What is it about? Any future plans on how they choose to handle this going forward? Anything? There we go. Anything else? What's the meaning of this finance? I just finished telling you guys what that popped out saying. Okay. Okay. What else? Any more cards for this energy? For Catherine, mind control, their altering of her. Oh, wow. All right. I'm going to pull one last card, guys, and I'm going to tell you exactly what Spirit told me about the mind control stuff. Anything about that, Spirit? Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Anything else? One last card, Spirit. Catherine, Princess of Wales, mind control. Ugh. Yeah. See, guys, these cards will fall out when necessary. So let me just pair these really quick. But so I got a few cards. I got blindsided. So based on the energy I'm picking up, when this occurred to Catherine at the Sandringham, however you guys say that estate, it's looking like Catherine, she didn't see it coming. I think she knew something was going to happen, but I don't know if she knew it was going to happen the week of Christmas. What I'm also getting here, you all, is this mind control stuff, although people are saying that Catherine, this clone or the mind control could be a way to get her into program. And it is, because Spirit is saying financially using you. So what I pick up energy-wise from this card is they know, the royal family, that Catherine is the face somewhat of the royal family. She is the one that's always going to bring in the money. So there is a huge possibility, you guys, that they done this to Catherine as a way for her not to leave. And this could be a form of controlling the income and the expenses, right? Just like we seen with Diana's situation, they did not want this woman to leave with any money. So the sad part about this is, once you get into this royal family, ladies and gentlemen, there is no getting out. You can apply for a divorce. It's not happening. You know, it's looking like it's either you're going to be under mind control or you're going to be in a body bag, but you got to make the choice. For Catherine, it looks like the choice was made for her. And I'm going to see if there's anything else that I can find out about that in another reading. But I'm getting financially using you. So for them, they did this as a way to control her and control the income. I got scratching post, only used when it's convenient. This is what they're doing to Catherine, using her only when it's convenient. I got canceled energy, no longer existing, okay? Which means up top, this woman might not be there. I'm getting bullied to the point of depression. This is what she was going through. And parts of me, what I'm picking up intuitively is, even though people might have felt Catherine was okay before, she was never okay. She has been struggling for a long time. The crown has had its burden, and this woman has been trying her best to probably not break down. But here's what I'm also getting, guys, which you know I always get cards like this as well. I'm getting possibilities. The impossible is possible. Choices and decisions. So what it's letting me know is the possibilities. They had to make choices and decisions. And they decided that this was what they were going to do to Catherine. I'm getting intimidation energy. So something tells me that they put fear into her. Maybe that didn't work, and this was their last go at it. And they said, listen, we're going to get this woman in line. So I'm getting intimidation energy sitting around mind control. So at some point, she was more than likely intimidated. She probably felt bullied, like I said to you guys in this situation. Intimidation and bullying was something she endured. And I'm getting left on red, which means to me that Catherine was reaching out to people. Just like we've seen that odd note with the Darren Brown. I can't say whether that was an authentic note or not, or whether Darren just felt something was off and wanted to let the world know. But left on red is something that's coming around that energy, which makes me feel that Catherine has made attempts to reach out to people and maybe talk to them about her situation. And maybe she got no response. Maybe out of intimidation. William's intimidation. People did not want to help her. People probably did not want to assist her. And based on what happened to Thomas Kingston, I can see why. I'm also getting insatiable, which gives the energy of impossible to satisfy and never enough, which is what I was saying about Catherine. She probably felt overburdened. She probably felt like she had enough of the royal life. But no matter what she does, it's never enough. She was never good enough. Now here for the stuff that came out. Look at that. The naughty affair. A secret affair. So this is coming up around the mind control. So like I've been saying to you guys from day one on this channel, William wants to live his life the way William wants to live his life. And he is going to do any and everything in his power to do so. Spirit is also still saying to me, legal matters are still there. So something legally is still going around the royal family, and this has to do with mind control. I don't know if Catherine knows something about something she should know about. I don't know if it's legal stuff or simply what she was ready to do to William, because I'm getting divorce. Did Catherine want a divorce? Did he decide to hold on to this woman and use her relevance as a way to continue to collect money for the royal family? Does she want out? Does she want a divorce? Do they know that she's the only real breadwinner, right? Because nobody is going to somewhat break their neck to book William for a charity event. Nobody cares, right? So without Catherine, how relevant are they? And I know some people are saying that, they're probably just getting ready to let us know that Catherine struggled with her cancer and she now has passed. That's a possibility. Or it could be the opposite. Did Catherine want a divorce, and is this his way of having his cake and eating it too? Keeping this woman under control so he can do this. Does he still want to be able, as Spirit said, scratching posts, only use when it's convenient? Does he only want to use Catherine when it's convenient now? Does he just want to pull her out like a show pony when it's necessary and put her away when it's not? Does he really want a new queen? Or does he just want the ability to run the streets, do what he wants to do? Does he want to reprogram this woman so she can't say anything? Does he think he's a better man because he's not doing to his wife what his father did to his mother? Does he think he's better for saying, hey, you know what? At least I didn't take her out of this world. I just kind of altered her. Does that make him sleep better at night? Because there's a lot of hypocrisy, honey, in this family. You got Charles out here calling William a narcissist. Believe me, I pulled the cards. I've seen it. But guys, this is all sitting around it. Legal matters, divorce, all this odd stuff is sitting around the mind control, the affair, them intimidating this woman, her trying to reach out for help and no one responding, her being bullied, them financially using her in terms of the fact that they know Catherine can bring in money. And I would not be surprised, obviously, her children. Used when necessary, you all. The burden she's carrying. These people are unsatisfied and impossible to please. And poor Catherine didn't even see it coming. She saw it coming, but she didn't see it coming. She probably didn't think this was all going to go down at Christmas in front of the children. She probably fought like hell. And that's why, they had to rearrange her face and all this. But I think the woman that we're seeing before us is Catherine, you all, with a little bit of work done, physically and mentally. But that will be my overall read, you all, on the situation. Let me know what you think. Divorce and legal stuff is still coming around this mind control. So, don't be surprised if William still gets a divorce, even though he's altered this woman. He might have altered her to keep all the secrets that she knows. And he might feel that he's a better man for actually letting her stay on this earth with us. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that Charles didn't grant his mother the same wish. Anyways, you all, let me know what you think. What do you think about the mind control card that we've been seeing for months? How do you guys feel about this poison card coming up? Not once, but in two different kinds of ways. You guys know about the top secret we predicted already. And Spirit giving me the mental health right before trooping the colors to let me know something is off mentally. Let me know what you all think, guys. Leave your comments below. And let me say this. I'm not here to debate against other readers and their predictions. They are their predictions. And everyone's entitled to make their predictions based on their readings. I can only share what my spirit guides share with me. So I'm not here to say, well, this reader's saying that, But I do agree with Miss Sloan Bella and what it is that she's saying, because I have been seeing the same cards come out for over 3 months, if not longer. But let me know what you all think. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we will be back, guys, for a full reading. I know this was a bit of a discussion with some clippets, but I wanted to share all these clips so that we all can go forward on this channel, and then it all makes sense when we do readings in the future. Okay? All right, guys. So until next time, bye-bye. Now, I got the poison card. I don't know what that's a reference to, but I have received a drug and poison card around Catherine's energy before. I don't know if I can find it in this deck right now. There's a lot of cards in here. Very hard. Let me see. No, I probably won't be lucky enough to find it, you all. But no. Okay. But yeah, I have gotten a drug and poison card before, and it's returned now in another card that's basically poison. The same thing. Now, we've gotten a lot of that mind control card, and we've gotten even before the mental health card has come up. I don't know if Catherine struggles with mental health or not, or this is Spirit letting me know mine is altered, something of the mental has changed. And if something from in your mental has changed and it's not what it normally used to be, that might affect your health. So who knows what this card's really referencing, but Spirit is letting me know someone mentally is maybe not there, or they're not stable. Something is, their health, their mental health is a little off there. I got female. So Spirit is letting me know there might be a woman really present tomorrow. There might be a woman that looks like Catherine, or it could be Catherine and she's a shell of herself.